Hi, I'm Chris, the total noob.
And I'm Sean, the not-so-noob.
And welcome to Defending Your Ancients, because even noobs deserve to enjoy Dota. Each week we're going to take you through the wonderful world of Dota 2 from a complete and total beginner's perspective, mainly mine. I'm a total noob at Dota. I have 13 games played on my record, and I've watched a couple of matches, mainly the International 4 and stuff. There are a lot of people like me who are brand new at the game, and they have a lot of questions. They're not sure how to ask, what to ask. So we're going to dive into stuff each week.
So I'm Sean. I've been playing Dota for over 6 years now. I've got thousands of hours between playing, watching, discussing it on the old Dota All-Stars forum, Play Dota forums in WC3 days, and now in Dota 2, primarily on Reddit. I'm actually on now. So this week we're going to be taking a look at a match from the International 4 group stages between Empire and Newbee. The match ID of the match is 771093543. So people can look it up on third-party sites. You can also find it on page 8 of the 73 of the International 4 inside game. So
for this week, I'm going to ask questions about things that don't make sense to me. Sean's going to answer them. We might switch up the format a little bit as we kind of settle into this, but for now, we're going to do that.
And because of the approach we're taking, we're only going to be looking at parts of the game, not the entire game.
So, let's get started.
Sounds good.
So this is the beginning of Dota, which nothing happens because... Oh. No.
The thing is that this stage of the game actually has a really high impact on who ends up winning the game. If you look, actually, the top 2 farmers are an Empire, though it's pretty close right now, so there hasn't actually been a big difference. The Bat Rider was out of position here, gets caught down by the net from the Enchantress and killed off because of that. Had the Rubik been there alone, the Rubik would not have been able to get it, which is why the Bat Rider felt safe enough to do that. But the Enchantress rotated in from the side and trapped him.
Cool.
Getting the kill for Newbee.
So, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is about to go, with 3 heroes attacking it, it's about to go down. And then this happens. What does Radiant structures are fortified mean?
So, when you fortify your structures, it makes a 5-second buff on your structures that prevents them from taking damage.
Okay.
And there's a 5-minute cooldown on being able to do that, so you can't just do it all the time and keep your buildings alive.
Now, anybody can trigger that with the button in the corner.
Yes, anyone on your team can use the button in the lower right corner over here to do that.
Okay. Now, is that... do teams work... Now... Can anybody can do it on your team?
Anyone on your team can do it.
And it's just one of those, you have to trust that your tower's dying to use it at the proper moment. In a real team game, it goes a lot better than a bunch of
using
randoms.
It properly is really hard.
Okay.
At the earlier levels, anytime your team has a tower that's getting killed, you can kind of just pop it, and it will do its job and give you time. Strategically, as you get to play more, you generally only want to do it when you're actually going to try and defend the tower.
Okay.
If the tower is dead, like if your entire team is dead and the tower's dying, then there's not much reason to do it because it's not going to help you at all other than waste the cooldown for a tower that you could have potentially used it on when you were defending.
Look at that. Oh, almost.
So that was actually a really good support TP from the Rubik there.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. That's a little out of this.
So, if we go back a couple seconds. So we see the Panda's being attacked. We see the port coming in right here for the Rubik. So the Panda would have died here because he gets silenced. He's not high enough level. He gets lifted by the Doom, and then that stuns the puck afterwards.
Bummer.
Had the Rubik not TP'd in there, he would have died. Hao is playing a relatively hard carry, and his entire job is to just be farming on the Naga Siren.
Okay. Let's back up for a second. What is a hard carry?
So, first off, we're going to break it down into the 2 words, hard and carry.
Okay.
Carry is a hero that tends to scale very well with items, and as the game goes later, tends to increase the chance for your team to win.
Carry the team on your back.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
A hard carry versus what you'd also have is like a semi-carry. A hard carry, when the game goes late, is really, really strong.
Okay.
However, hard carries tend to be relatively weak earlier. versus a semi-carry tends to be acceptable early, but then still able to somewhat carry later.
Okay.
So it's a matter of extremes, that a hard carry is much more risk versus reward, that if a hard carry gets shut down early, then you're going to be at a significant deficit going into the mid-game and potentially late game if it gets that far.
You can see that Empire and Newbee they can't see each other through the trees.
Correct.
So then, do they just assume that somebody is there?
They were very suspicious that Hao may have been there because he has been sitting on that lane. So the Orb from Puck and the Wave of Terror from Vengeful Spirit both grant vision. So they cast them trying to get vision to see if Hao was there.
Which
he happened to be there.
And then they blow him up because 2-on-1 wins.
Not necessarily.
Okay, in that situation.
In that
2-on-1.
situation, yes.
Okay.
They are able to very quickly burst down Hao without Hao being able to react.
Are they thinking of doing Roche?
Yep, Empire is thinking of doing Roche. Part of what is being done by Batrider now is he popped Firefly, which gives him more vision because he's a flying unit and looking around. He did see that the Viper was out of position, though.
And
so
they're going to take advantage of that and kill him.
Exactly. Remember, kids, Dota's an objective-based game. It's about defending your ancient and killing theirs. And racks are a very good objective.
You mean you're not just supposed to kill the enemies over and over again?
No, you are not supposed to kill the enemies over and over again.
So
it can be fun when you have the game in the bag, but if you focus on getting kills and do not focus on killing the ancient, you're probably going to lose.
So now they're all in Viz.
So we now see Empire with 4 of their members smoked up. So Newbee doesn't know where they are and won't see them until the smoke breaks. Meanwhile, the last member of Empire is the Leshraken, standing a little bit further back in a safer spot. So Empire right now is trying to look for a pickoff on someone from Newbee. We see the Batrider actually starting to go up into the Newbee base. Gets the lasso on an illusion of Naga. Unfortunately, that's a really big loss of a cooldown because the Doom also popped Doom.
Oh, trying to pick somebody off.
Thinking that was the real Naga. Had that been the real Naga, that would have been a huge loss for Newbee, because the Naga would have basically been required to buy back for them to hold the base.
But instead it was one of those.
Instead it was an illusion.
Bummer.
Which is partly what makes illusion strong, because it does cause confusion sometimes like that. And that people waste spells on illusions instead of the real hero.
Alright, that was Newbee versus
Empire.
And, yeah. I asked some dumb questions. He answered my dumb questions. Hope you guys learned a lot this episode. Each week, we're probably going to switch it up a little bit. Some weeks, we're going to go over a match like that. Other weeks, we're going to explain certain concepts. We'll see.
We'd love to have feedback out of the format, telling us what you like about it, what you dislike, how you think we should potentially take it to be more informative for you, the viewer.
Exactly. So, I hate to say this. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Polarity Media TV. I'm Nezdude. He's FFXXC2.
I think that's all there is to
I'm
say.
Chris. That's Sean. You just watched Defending Your Ancient, because even noobs deserve to enjoy Dota. See you next time.